levels that everybody was going through, and did a great job of running the show. And he just let it all out, man. He was real passionate about the season.
As a player, how does that make you feel to know that the coach is that much invested in you guys?
Well, we just have nothing but respect for him. He's a guy that, sacrifices a lot, and he put everything on the line for us. And there's no reason why our players, we didn't do the same thing for him this season. I think everybody played for him and for the situation that we were in. So, it was fun to kind of go through that together and know that we had each other's backs. And Coach, let it out yesterday.
Mike, last year, everybody on this day was talking about how they're telling Mark he needs to come back and having confidence he was going to come back. How many guys have been on you about making sure you come back?
Everybody. I think they've been on me all year. So it's been a different year for me. I'm honestly just ready for it all to stop and just I can concentrate on other things. So
how do you go into this process this summer?
Just trying to get back all the way healthy is my number one thing right now, and not worrying about it too much, not to stress about it. I can't do anything about it until the day comes anyway. So just continue to work, get back on the court.
Is your hope something works out here?
Well, of course. I think this city is all I know. I've grown up here and got a lot of great relationships here. My teammates, guys I've grown up playing with, it's home for me. So, but I also understand it's a business, and I understand that can be the hard part about it. So, at the end of the day, hopefully things will work out. But this summer's going to be interesting, and I'm going to go into it just open-minded, and hopefully everything turns out right.
Mike, how do you weigh all of your years here and what it means now to be free to go anywhere else? I mean, how as a player do you weigh all of those things to try to make the right decision?
Well, it's tough, man. It's been a tough year. Just trying to block it out. Not think about the future, not think about what's going on, and it'd have been easy for me to say I've been blocking it out and not letting it affect me at all. But it's like Mark will tell you, it's stressful. Stressful season when you've grown up here and all the people that and you can't imagine leaving, and then things happen and you're like, well, maybe you start thinking about the other end, like what would it be like if I did leave? So it's just you start weighing all the options, and it gets a lot of wear and tear on your mind.
Mike, you talked about staying competitive going forward. Do you really believe this team can continue to be competitive, and how important is that to your ultimate decision?
Well, yeah, this team, for sure, I think with the amount of space that is available in free agency this season, having the opportunity to go out and get a couple guys can keep us competitive. Now, I think we still have to develop younger guys and continue to improve. We get more guys like JaMychal and see his improvement, and Jarrell, we got to see a glimpse of him this season, and Xavier. Guys keep improving. I think they can help push us, over the hump. If that, we're able to sign a couple guys in the summer, including myself, and if I'm in that equation.
Do you believe in their commitment to winning? And I'm curious, does Robert Pera, does he hit you up about this at all? What's your relationship with? Do you text back and forth? What is your relationship with the owner? And what's your commitment? Are you convinced of their commitment to winning?
Robert's normally stays out of the way most of the time. I've talked to him a few times throughout the year. He texted me a few days ago, but most of the time I'm in communication with Chris and Joe Abadi and John Hollinger, all those guys, Ed Stefanski and Coach, just trying to get a better feel of what the plan is and how they're going to go about executing it. And right now, I can't say that I know that they're going to be able to do it, because I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if we're able to go get the big name guy we want to get or whatever in the summertime. So, but at the same time, you just got to wait and see.
Will your decision hinge on whether they can get those people, on the pieces they assemble around you, or will it be independent of that?
Well, I think that the best situation would be obviously if I could have waited to sign and see them sign 3 other guys or 2 other guys that I'm like, oh man, now for sure I know we're going to do it, as opposed to being reversed where I come back and then we're not able to get as many people as we'd like on the court.
Mike.
You know, just our style. You know, it's tougher to sell as opposed to some of the bigger markets where, you know, you can see the LAs and Miamis of the world who, you know, have, you know, beaches and all these other things to offer. Memphis doesn't have that, and we know that. But at the same time, we know we have a level of success and a goal that we've been trying to achieve over the last few seasons that a lot of teams, you know, aren't in the window to do. And that's what we try to do to you know, entice people to come, is to understand that we're trying to win now. If you want to win, this might be a place for you, kind of thing.
Mike, there's the perception around the league, though, and you've heard it for the last couple of months, is how can Mike Conley turn down New York or Chicago, something like that, to just stay in lowly Memphis? You're the guy that's been here. You know, how do you battle that perception? Because you've been here. You know what this town, as an NBA town, is like.
Well, you know, I think it's easier for me because people's perception of that is based on me trying to make all-star teams or get more publicity and all these things that they want. You know, I'm a team guy, man. I don't care one way or another. If I'm an all-star, that's great. If my team wins the championship, that's the best. You know, and that's what I want to be a part of, is a championship team, not necessarily the bigger markets so that I'm on TV more. You know, all that stuff, because, you know, with winning, all that stuff comes. So.